Hello. Welcome back to another episode of Road to Emperor. This might not be the last episode, might be the last couple ones, because we still have probably like 2 to 3 more weeks to the season end. And yes, we did hit Emperor today. I mean, yep, after like almost 400 games with positive win. I'm actually kind of thankful for the positive win rate. And yes, it's a 2-month-old account. I started at 10th of April, the first day of Origin, so it's almost 3 months, probably 8 more days. We're gonna be 90 days and 91 days, like 3 months old in this account. So yes, we managed to hit it before we hit the 3-month mark. And yep, I'll be going through the unit that I used to climb. Okay. Then I'll go through my prebans and the reason why. Okay. I mean, I think we just go through the prebans first. Okay. So my preban, if I'm not having first pick, I'll be banning Rina Arunka. Okay. Just because Arunka is such an annoying unit to deal with. So if I don't have first pick, I'll ban Arunka. Okay. And if I have first pick, what I'll do is I'll just ban Rina Plan. Just because this account is really new. I really don't have answer to knock most of the time. And I'm just forced to ban Arunka if I don't have first turn and play into Nako, and I get run over most of the time. So unfortunately, yeah, sometimes, you know, if they are not cleaving with Flan, it's kind of manageable. If they're playing slow with Flan, it's actually very manageable. The only problem with Flan is when they are trying to cleave you, or when they are trying to just run you down with dual attack. Alright, and they have openers, alright, and aggro you down. So yeah, basically that's my pre-ban. I changed my pre-ban from previously where, you know, when I started RT on this account, I did pre-ban Lidica and Rina. But I did change after some consideration, just because I'm an ER player, so I don't give two flying fuck about Lidica. You know what? Just resist, right? Just resist. So I feel like Lidica is kind of manageable, and that's the reason why I start to ban Flan and I start to ban Arunka besides Rina. Okay. Yep. Let's go through by speed, right? I mean, pretty much. My fastest unit is Nakwo. Okay, and since I don't have a guiding light, I need a freaking tanky Nako, so I can't really build like a fast one, and I don't have guiding light. I'll just pop in the POV just so that I manage to survive until she take a turn. And I'm building an ER. Right, the reason why this account, when I go through more, you guys will eventually say that I'm an ER cheeser. Okay, I'm just utilizing whatever I have in this account. Because the first ML that I got in this account is Maid Chloe, which is a pretty bad unit, but I mean, she actually gives the whole team a lot of ER besides Arya too. She's like an ER bot. That's the reason why I played ER. Like, I'm trying to utilize whatever resources the game give me. And another reason why I'm playing ER is just because I do not have infinite horizon Akatis in this account. So basically, if my opponent tend to draft Luna, I'm kind of dead if I'm not playing ER, right? So basically, that's the main two reasons why I'm playing ER. And even though I'm playing ER, my ER is actually not that high, right? Compared to all those Emperor Legend ER players where most of their units have like 200 to 300 ER. So yes, this is my Nako. I don't really draft her. She's more of like a 4-5 pick for a 4 span, especially when I have Arunka. When I draft her, she tends to be banned instead of people banning my Arunka, so my Arunka can go through. That's the main reason why I have a Nako build. Okay, basically she's a 4 span unit. Alright, and I don't really rely on her effectiveness, because I mean, if I'm facing ERA players, I will definitely not draft any debuff. Even though I put her like, you know, my best effectiveness here, it would just be 100 plus effectiveness. It wouldn't be like 200 effectiveness. So there's no point of me going like super high effectiveness on her. I might as well I just play to my account strength, which is going for ER. Okay, next, Chanel is just normal Chanel. Alright, especially for new players, if you guys do not have Chanel, I would suggest to summon him through the story summon on episode 3, just because he's a great answer towards DDR players, right? Like everyone have DDR for free. So basically everyone have DDR. And one of the best answer towards DDR is definitely Chanel, or you can draft Celine and stuff. But what if they just, you know, your Celine just doesn't cut enough, right? So Celine is definitely not a very good pick against DDR too. I mean, definitely Chanel is not a very good pick too, but it's definitely, you know, sometimes it's just a false spam for DDR. Or you just make the fight 3v3, which is better than, you know, 4v3, right? So definitely, if you don't have Chanel as a new account, I would suggest to actually story summon him. It's worth the shit out of it. Okay, because new account, new players wouldn't have answer against DTR anyways. Okay, Elena is just a, I mean, anti-cliff Elena, right? Especially when your opponent draft like Lidica, alright, they draft like Briar Wish and stuff. Definitely Elena is a very good pick for every account as an anti-cliff. I just have her on decent speed, decent ER. It's good to go. Like, I mean, I didn't even give her like premium gear. Like, I mean, her gear is not even reforged because I ran out of reforged material as a new account. Okay, next Diane. Diane, I mean, she's not on my priority list, so I rarely draft her because usually I just draft Imperial Elena. So she's just there if I need, you know, some sort of sustain. Alright, and some sort of like, you know, anti-pan, anti-crit from her. And yep, she's not that fast. Because, I mean, this account, speed kind of ass. Anyways. Okay, it's a degen poly. Alright, since I don't have Euphine, I just need some CR cards. So might as well I just build like a tanky poly, slap her on Pizza Crown, and have effectiveness on her as long as she lands some, you know, stun here and there. It's good enough, but I rarely draft her just because since I'm playing ER, right, I'm resisting everything. That's my mindset. I'm just gonna resist it. Like, what's the point of having Politis? Unless they're gonna like Roana me and stuff like that, right? Reckon Roana. So Politis do comes in pretty important, and I don't have Euphine, so it's always good to have your CR cut unit built, no matter what. Okay. And this is my mate Chloe. I played a decent amount of mate Chloe's. I think I mean among 400 games, I have like over 80 to 90 games on Maid Chloe. Okay. Definitely she's on Shimadra, and she have one of the best ER gears that I have. Okay. She's usually, I'll pick her for ER stacking, mostly for ER stacking and also for cleansing wise, especially against like, you know, sometimes I do draft, you know, some unit without ER against Luna, so she comes in pretty handy to cleanse stuff. Okay, and definitely, you know, just to boost up my ER when I'm going up against Lidica cleavers. Just a normal DDR with effectiveness. I just literally ran off ER gear, so I decided to, you know what, it is what it is. I'll just go for the effectiveness DDR. You can't, I mean, I don't have that much ER gear to cover everyone on ER anyway. Okay, this is just a crowd. Where I only pick him if my opponent tend to pick Afternoon Soap Plan 1 and 2. So I'll just lock my crowd on third. Okay, where he's a good unit that is able to one-shot flank. So I rarely draft her. Usually when I draft him, it's just for Afternoon Soap Plan. I mean, that's why you have like shitty gears anyways, no immunity. Yep. This is one of the best gears that I have in my account. Okay, she's having one of the best gear in my account. Alright, as you can see, even though the right side is kind of ass, but yep, she has really good left side. Okay, I really wanted to get her at least like 210 speed. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, having about 50 effectiveness so that I could at least get her to 300 ERR. With the HP conversion to ER. Okay, and another reason why I like this artifact is just because I can manage to just soul burn her for extra damage. So I treat her as a damage dealer. Alright. Besides being an ER bot for ER stacking. Okay, mod is just mod. It's just a normal mod. Okay, nothing much. I mean, I do not have good Destro gears anyways, but yep. Luckily I have immunity. Like, the reason why this account managed to climb a bit far is just because I was lucky to get a Fanny early. I mean, on the first few weeks when I started this account from the daily pool. So I managed to farm a bit of Rift. And I did farm a lot of immunity from there. Okay, it's not Holy Sack. Okay, and this is my ER Genoa. It's very low damage and somehow it's yes, really a lot of HP just because I mean it is what it is. Like I just can't control it. It's 21% HP gear here for no freaking reason. And yep, just because he doesn't have imprint and my gears are kind of bad as you guys can see. Alright, 87, 90, so I can't really get his crit chance to 100%. I have to rely on the crit chance here. Okay, and definitely, alright, most of my units are built at least 100 ER so that I could stack their ER up with ER stacking, and it goes up to about 200 ER. Most of my unit. Okay, just a normal full DPS RB, usually for a suicide team, for cleavers. ARAS, just a normal ARAS. All these gears are actually free gears that you get from being a new player. Yeah, I didn't even reforge this. Fortunately, I didn't even reforge this. I'm basically out of reforged material anyways. Yeah. And basically these are the free gears that you get as a new players. Okay, I just slap in on ARAS and just put a Aureus and he works fine. Okay, and this is the unit that I always draft. When my opponent have a lot of AoE or my opponent draft Hasati, she actually carries the hell out of me. Okay. She actually, I think she has one of the highest win rate in my account too. And the reason why I'm having immunity set and not hand set is just because, I mean, if you're playing into Hasati comp and you're drafting Aiden, right? I mean, every freaking Hasati now is using Abyssal Crown. So if you're not on immunity, you will just get stun turn 1 for fun. So I just give up on damage and just go for immunity. Okay, and definitely Dreamblade. I don't think I've shepherded this account. Yes, I do not have shepherd. Right. So yep, unlike Dreamblade, it is. Rarely draft her. She's kind of dog shit unit to be honest. Like she does almost no damage against tanky opponents, and my build is actually very squishy too. Like having 1100 defense, she just die. She literally just died. So yeah, I kind of regret getting her. Not gonna lie. She's kind of regret getting her. Yep, Camillus. Okay, and then this is my Balian. Okay, so basically my account, I get meet Chloe from the Carrot event for free, and then I did summon Imperium Elena from the custom banner before Arunka, and then I summoned Arunka. Then the banner after Arunka is a Balian. So somehow I was like, oh damn, I was super lucky because I've made Chloe, I have MP. Right, the reason why I draft MP is just because I know MP pair with Arunka really well. Okay, so that people just can't ignore my defense and just run my Arunka down. That's why I draw MP and I have Arunka, and then Balian comes in. I'm like, damn. Okay, if that's the case, I'm just going for the ER mode, right? Like full ER game. And I decided to just get Balian. And after Balian, eventually it's just Arya, right? I mean, everything just lines up perfectly for me for this account. And basically the protection set is from the Ancient Inheritance protection set. Okay, and then just slap in a couple of immunity for her, and yep, since I do not have 3F, just put her on Aureus, and definitely she's there for ER stacking, okay, as my Aureus tank. Okay, next this is a ER BBK. Okay, it's a base speed ER BBK, and as I said, I do not have Shepherd, so the best damage artifact that I have, and I do not have Alexa Basket too. My Alexa Basket is just plus 15, so also I just put her on Symbol, right, for more damage. Don't really draft her, she's just way too slow anyways. And I mean, given that she's kind of base speed, her ER is actually pretty low too. And that's the reason why I have her on immunity, just for buff stacking. Alright, just for buff stacking, because most of the unit nowadays are just gonna strip to debuff. So my BBK is gonna have 3 buff, so they just can't strip everything. And this is one of my most picked unit in this account. Okay. Unfortunately, it's base speed. I would love to have her on at least a speed boost, but I mean, gear limitation, guys. It's just a 2-month-old account. Look at this gear, look at this gear. They are kind of awful anyways. One. Okay. Not impressive gears. But I have her, I mean, I tried to build her higher yard. I really wanted to build her like at least 120, but I mean, I couldn't find suitable gear for her. And since I'm playing ER stacking much as well, I have my passion of hope on her. Okay. And I actually slate her. I'm not gonna lie, I actually slate her. All these are from slates. I mean, new account during the Carrot event, I think they give out a couple of slates. And I think I slayed her twice. I got one Elena and I slayed her twice. Yep. I mean, since I'm drafting her a lot, right? She's usually my first pick. If Arunka is banned, or MP is my first pick. So might as well just give her those slates, right? Next is just, you know, Arunka is just Arunka, right? I mean, it's kind of low on defense to play Moaz or Rocket Punch, but yeah, it is what it is. 100 ER just for ER stacking wise. I hope that I could get a bit more ER, to be honest. Like about 120, 130 would be really good. And I tend to build her on a higher HP instead of like 3k defense. Because sometimes she just needs the HP to tank. Okay. And ER Candy, boys. Okay, okay. The thing is, I do not have a lot of DPS in this account. Okay, I do not have a lot of DPS. So I was like, when I opponent draft Luna, I'm thinking like, I can't draft my Landy if she's not on ER, right? She's just gonna get sealed, and she's just gonna get crit and die. That's the reason why I'm like, okay, let's build Candy ER too. Right? At least I can draft her into Luna for extra, I mean, for more DPS choice. Okay, I mean, that's the reason why I built her on ER. Okay, I wish I have a bit more attack than I like. Just a bit more attack would be great. Probably, you know, a bit tankier too, but it is what it is. I mean, I don't think her gears are good at all. Alright, 90, 85, 88. Yep, she's on some dumpster gear, but yes, she wins me a lot of games. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, because basically my units are all weak into ML Shu. So when my opponent draft ML Shu, the only way to win against ML Shu, if I can't really ban ML Shu, like let's say they lock ML Shu on her, is having like Candy just to high roll Candy, and hopefully I can kill Shu before she kills me. Alright, that's my top process. And yep, basically that's all, guys. That's all. And how many units I have built? 1 row, 2 row, 3 row, 4 row, 5 row. So 5 times 4 is about 20 units, and most of them are kind of built. Okay, and basically this account, okay, it's free to play account. I've not popped up single shit.
What do you think?
Okay. Everything is free to play, pretty much. Okay, I did not even buy, you call it, the new players pass at all. Okay. Yep, basically I'm just cheesing my opponent. Yep, they're all not purchased. Okay. Yeah, basically most of the time how I draft is I'll just go through some of my draft. Okay, so I try to hide myself as an ER player. So I tend to draft Genoa second a lot, right? Especially when Arunka is banned, I just go MP Genoa. Since I pick MP, right? I mean, the only way to answer Genoa is just having DN or just, you know, stun him and stuff like that. But unfortunately, my Genoa is ER Genoa. So I don't give two fuck about, you know, those people that stuns me and stuff. Yep, so I dare to draft Genoa second, and then I proceed with ER stacking. Okay, that's usually how I draft. And yeah, basically, you know, games will go like this, where you will see a lot of resist coming out from my enemy, right? And yeah, so basically this is how I usually win my games.
You here to nag me again? Why me?
You can see here, I just literally resisted everything.
Let this be your paradise.
Just to catch my opponent off guard. Like, I mean, it's a 2-month-old account. I can't really, you know, rely on like having like OP units or having like all the meta units or, you know, gear gapping my opponent. So basically, like this, this match too, right? And when there's Hasati, like I said, Dark Aiden is super strong. Okay. Okay, and this is the reason why I've Nako built too. Just so that I could answer these kind of teams. I kind of lose a lot of games, I'm not gonna lie. Like something like this, right? I mean, my whole team is ER. I mean, she doesn't have soul burn, so she just can't seal my Genoa, right? So my Genoa is kind of safe spot right here. So I really don't mind people picking counter unit into my Genoa because it just makes my life easier. It just makes my life easier. Okay, and this one is just pure ER stacking, okay, into Pera. With Maid Chloe and Arya. Okay, I mean, this one is just, he just misbanned. Should have just banned Nako, to be honest. Yep. Basically, all these are my matches, right? I just try to ER stack as much as possible. Okay. Don't win a lot of games, but yeah, I do win here and there. Thank God, alright, opponent does misplay a lot. That's how I managed to climb. And yep, basically that's all for the account review. And yep, if you guys have any question, feel free to leave comment down below, or you guys can join my Discord to ask me question, or just drop in when I'm streaming. And I do stream every day on YouTube and Discord. See you guys next time. Ta-ta!